Thank you, Richo. Number 2, Toga, is they're loading the gates. Only a couple to go, and it's your sporting bet market mover. 460 to 380. Nashville are looking for a treble on the card. Moderna 850 to 7, and 7 into 6 for Spence. Let's head upstairs. Race 6, the third leg of the quadrilla. Here's Mark Sheen.
Moderna takes its spot. Hydrophilic goes up, and a fair trial for Ben Vasolo will complete the field for race 6, the Maroubra Handicap. And it's over 2,400, so the field is set. King Liffard's got his head in the adjacent stall. They've just straightened him up. And they're off. They've jumped reasonably well. Moderna a little bit tardy as she normally is. And coming out well, Toga with Spence right up there early. And now Hydrophilic with the pale green jacket on, coming across in one of the outside alleys, and it'll take up the running. Hydrophilic led from Toga and Spence, and then Bright Mind, want a bet on the outside, striding forward 3 deep. To take closer order, followed by Walpersdorf and King Liffard, 2 to Arbutus, and then Moderna, and Fair Try goes back to last of all. So out of the straight they run, Hydrophilic led, but want a bet. Given More Rain goes up on the outside and is worrying it for the lead. Can't cross at the moment. Hydrophilic going with it, and they lead from Toga and Spence and about 3 or 4 lengths to Bright Mine as they start to string out. King Liffard is back on the rail ahead away. 1.5 lengths to Walpersdorf, 2 lengths to Arbutus, and then a couple of lengths to Moderna and Fair Trial last of all. They're starting to spread right out now, and the leader, Hydrophilic, had held the inside running. What a bet going up on the outside to match it again. So they're giving each other no peace in front, this pair. About 4 lengths to Toga, 1/2 to Spence on the outside, 5 lengths behind them, Bright Mind and King Liffard, who's on the rail. 2 to Walpersdorf tracking that duo, and then at the head of the others, Arbutus, followed further back by Moderna and Fair Trial last of all. Along the back they run, and Want a Bet now ran clear by 1.5 lengths. He's managed to get Hydrophilic to ease back, and Want a Bet will cross over and lead from Hydrophilic, and they're about 3 or 4 lengths on Toga. Spencer's still there on the outside in 4 spot, a neck away. 5 to Bright Mind, King Liffard, Walpersdorf, Fair Trial, Arbutus, and back last of all, Moderna. At the corner at the 1,000, and the leader is Want a Bet. Hydrophilic getting up on the bit to go after it, and then Spence. Now Toga's dropped back to 4th here. Spence has run away from Toga, followed further back by Bright Mind. At the head of the others next, Walpersdorf, followed by King Liffard and Fair Trial. Well back was Arbutus, and back last of all is Moderna. Approaching the home turn at the 600, and Want a Bet on the inside, led narrowly from Hydrophilic, and then Spence poised behind them. Toga's right on its tail. At the head of the others next, over on the inside, King Liffard, followed further back by Bright Mind, and then Walpersdorf. They turn for home, and Want a Bet led. On the outside, Hydrophilic. Spencer's starting to charge up and looks a big threat here, followed by Bright Mind, and then Walpersdorf, but Spence sprinted away at the 200. Spence is the leader, coming down inside the distance now, and he's going like a winner. He's about 3 lengths in front of Walpersdorf. Then Bright Mind and Toga and Hydrophilic's battling on, but Spence is opening up, and he's racing in great form at the moment. Spence wins it by 4. Walpersdorf second, Photo third, Hydrophilic possibly over Bright Mind, but it is a photo. Then at the head of the others, Want a Bet from Toga, who dropped away from about the 800 and never came into it from that point on, followed by Moderna. At the head of the others next, Arbutus from Fair Trial, and last in was King Liffard.
Well, Spence, the grey guys look great there in the sunshine. Takes out race 6 on the program. Well done, Mark. And Richie both tipping this as a special here today. For Corey Brown as well, gets one back on Nash Rawilla. And Spence has done it absolutely with his, legs in the air, basically. Walpersdorf second. And we have, Photo for third, Bright Mind, and also Hydrophilic.
Yeah, geez, it was a wonderful ride, Corey Brown. You couldn't make up ground. Geez, that was a gem of a ride. The more you watch it and the more you watch the replays of the day, and you realise how good a ride that was. 9 Spence, Corey Brown for Lisa Cohen wins. 8 Walpersdorf second. If the one runs third, Caroline Bright Mine. I've seen those numbers before. If it's 9-8, a photo for third. 9-8 and a photo for third. They're moving it at Geelong. What a performance. Spence absolutely flying. A sensational win 2 starts ago. Great run at Warwick Farm. The back up here, Lisa Cohen. This horse is flying.
Thank you. Yeah, he's doing really well. He's up in class and he still got home.
And the best bonus was today, he showed his versatility. He raced a lot closer to the speed.
Yeah, absolutely. He didn't have to come from behind, didn't do a sit and sprint, just sat 3, nice garden spot in the 3rd spot and came home.
What's the key to him now? He's turned everything around. He had that 7.5-week break, and his 3 runs since have just been out of this world.
I think just coming to the farm and relaxing and being a horse and running in the paddock. Let the horse be a horse, mate.
Congratulations. Nice prize money today, and he's a nice horse. I think he's got more wins in store, particularly through the winter months.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we'll just step him up in distance and see how we go.
Well done.
Thank you.
Lisa Cohen, well, don't know a lot about her, but I tell you what, Rich, Marky Sheen was cheering Caro, and so was I. Yeah, Corey Brown gets the bickies here on Spence. Geez, he's flying. And well, as I said in the run on after the line, the more you've watched the replays of the day, it was a gem of a ride to have him so close. Not many horses, Corey, have made up a lot of ground today. Was that in your mind when you went out?
Yes, also, Rich. I know the horse has been getting back, small field. Jumped really, really well. Same for a little horse, I thought he'd have no attitude at all, but he's got a fair bit of attitude. He was hanging off the track, and when I turned him around to come back to the enclosure, he was wanting to pull again. So, look, there's not much of him, but what there is, it's all heart.
Yeah, when he walked into the yard last week at Warwick Farm, I thought they left half of him at home.
Yeah, well, I only had 53 on his back too. No saddle on him. He felt even small underneath me, but he done a good job. I probably had him a bit close than what I first thought. Speed was really, really good. Just kept a nice hold of him, just let him get right into the straight, balanced up. It's pretty much over.
He won easy.
He won well.
Well done, mate.
Thanks.